Hey guys, so I'm back with my final video for today, and it is my what I've read slash what I'm going to be reading. And I told you guys in my other two videos that it is a combination type video. What I mean by that is because I haven't made a video for you guys for a while, and I wanted to get caught up. Instead of doing all my what I've read to be reads separately, I'm gonna combine them all into this one video for you guys. That way, it not only catches me up, but it gives you guys something so that way it's not like you guys have to watch like a whole bunch of the videos or anything. So I'm trying to keep them short and together. That way, I'm not spilling out so too many videos for you guys to be able to keep up with. Um, so this is going to be what I've read for last month and this month, and what I am reading for the rest of this month and next month. Um, so try to keep it, a little bit easier for all of us. Um, as far as what I read for last month I read and finished 50 Shades of Grey from E.L. James. I do not have the book on me. I am lending it out to a family member right now, so don't have the book on me. As soon as I do get the book back, I'm going to record a review for you guys. I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna do a review for the book because, well, you guys know, I'm sure by now, it is an adult book and it's heavy on the adult, you know, situations and stuff. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a review about it because I didn't know how I would discuss a book whenever it's full of all those adult situations, and I wanted to be as polite about it as possible um, for my younger viewers and such. So I didn't know if I was going to review the book, but I think I will. I think I might have thought of a way that I can still talk about it without being like obnoxiously, I wouldn't want to say perverted, but I mean, the book is, you know, I'm sure you guys know. So I'm basically all I'm going to do with that review once I get the book back is tell you guys what I thought, and that's about it. That's the best way I can review it for you. Um, the that was the only book I read last month. Like I said, we've been up here, for my update videos, you guys know we've been up here for a while, and I didn't have any books with me except for my Nook, but I wasn't really, I didn't, it's not that I wasn't in the mood to read, I just didn't have time to read. So I have not really read any books at all, really, which is horrible, but it's true. I mean, I've been so busy with this and then the gallbladder thing and everything else, I haven't been reading. Um, so yeah, I read that one last month, and finished it. And I then this month have been, I already read two books this month as well. They were both really, really, really tiny books. And I don't even remember the author, and I apologize for that. But all they were was like little short stories about hauntings, like actual legit hauntings in the state of Pennsylvania. That's all they were. And they were really boring, and I'm not even going to review them because they were boring. I'm going to admit, they were boring. And I only read those because I was going through such a reading withdrawal. It was bad. Um, which is why I read them to begin with. They didn't even sound really interesting to me. I just read them to give me something to read because what I had on my Nook, well, at the time I didn't have my Nook charger either. Um, at least I didn't think I did. And my Nook was dead, so I couldn't even read on my Nook. Uh, we later found my charger. I actually did bring it with me. Thankfully, I actually did bring it with me, and it ended up being in the trunk of my fiance's car, like pushed way, way in the back. Um, so thankfully, we found it. Thankfully, I brought it so I could charge my Nook and get some reading in because I was going through like major, major, major book withdrawal from not reading. I am not used to only reading like one book a month. I'm used to reading at least three books a month. So, which is still not a lot, but it's a lot more than one book, especially considering I started reading that book at the beginning of the month, and then us going up to visit and everything. Like I didn't have time to read, didn't have time to read, I couldn't finish it, and then I finished it in like a half an hour. And I was only like halfway through it when I started it, and I finished the other half of it in like half an hour. That didn't give me that much. So, yeah. That's all I read for this month too. Like that's horrible, right? Uh well, I brought I also brought the book Wake with me from Amanda Hawking, which it's packed somewhere. I haven't got to go through everything that we have brought over from my fiance's mother's house yet, so I don't know even where its like location is. I know it's somewhere probably back in that area, but I didn't I don't know where exactly, so I didn't bring it out for you guys to see, but I showed it to you guys before. But it is I started to read it because I really really wanted to read it. That's why I brought it with me. And I started to read it, and I got like the first 3 or 4 chapters in, and then I was like, kind of losing interest in the story a little bit. I need something else to kind of bounce me back in, but I don't have anything else. Because, like, at the time, I didn't know I had my Nook charger with me. And, yeah, so found my Nook charger and got some other books, and it got me all excited to read again. And, yeah, so I'm not done with that book yet. That's that's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, I know. It's been so busy, like I said. That's why my friend brought me those books too. That way I can try to get back into reading more actively again whenever I do have a little bit of free time. So I am technically currently reading that book. I'm stalled on that book right now, but I'm currently reading it. So that's going to be added onto my to be read, currently reading to be read section. Uh, the other book I showed you guys in my last video that I'm currently reading, which is Thirst Volume 1 from Christopher Pike, um, which is the first 3 books in the original The Last Vampire series that he wrote before he, I guess, added on to it. Um, so I'm on book 1, not even very far into book 1. I don't even know how far book 1 goes in this book. I didn't even look. That is horrible, right? Okay, so let me see. This right here is all of book 1 to that series. So as you can see, for book 1, I am not that far in. Um, I only read the first chapter, quite literally only read the first chapter. So I'm on page 23. I'm on chapter 2, page 23. Um, and I should have kept my finger where that was because that way I could show you guys how many pages are in this book. I don't know what I'm thinking. I still don't know what I'm thinking. I honestly don't. Okay. So, in the first book of this, there's 195 pages. So, and I'm only on page 23. So, I have quite a ways to go, but these books never really took me that long to get through anyways. So, I'm going to read the bind up as a whole and review them that way instead of book by book. I'm going to read them as a whole and review the whole entire bind up that way. Um, so, that's how I'm gonna do the Thirst books. I'm just gonna read the whole entire bind up and then review the whole volume um, at once. So yeah, that's that. Uh, the other book that I'm going to be read on my to be read pile, I showed you guys on my Nook, which I'm not gonna turn back on because it was a pain in the butt to bring up all them covers before. Is I'm gonna be reading Divergent, and then after Divergent's gonna be somewhere thrown in there. Not sure where yet. Um, and then I will read probably more of the Thirst volumes and then the zombie books. Probably not all by the end of June, but I'm gonna try to get through as many of them as I can with what time I have. Because after I get my surgery, I will be. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm playing with my phone at the same time, like holding my phone at the same time. But, anyways, after I get my surgery, I will be on bed rest for 2 weeks. They already did tell me that much whenever I talked to the doctor earlier. Um, I'll be on bed rest for 2 weeks. So, not really going to be able to do much other than read, which is kind of awesome, but kind of not, because there's still a lot of work in this house that needs done, and I'm not going to be able to do it for 2 weeks. Um, I'm not even going to be able to pick up my daughter for 2 weeks. That's going to be really hard. But what me and my fiance already talked about is he's just gonna pick her up and bring her over to me and let me hold her while I'm sitting down, because I won't be able to physically go pick her up, because they told me I'll pretty much be on bed rest for 2 weeks, and that they don't even want me doing like the laundry or anything. Like, don't pick up anything if I don't have to. So yeah, lots of reading to get done, hopefully. Um, but my to be read list, I mean, like I said, I got all the Thirst books I need to go through, and I got those 3 zombie books that I want to go through. Can't guarantee, because I most likely will not get them all read by the end of June, but I'm going to get through as many of them as I can, and then the ones that I didn't finish, I'll just tack on for next month's what I've read and to be read. So, those are the books that I'm planning on reading coming up. Like I said, because all of my books are in Virginia, and I don't know when I can go to Virginia to get them, and it's really hard to not like go down there right now, but I can't. I literally can't go down there right now. For one, with not the proper funds, and for two, with a surgery date once it gets officially set, will probably be sometime soon. So I literally can't go anywhere for a little while. But yeah, as soon as at the end, towards the end of June, I'll make the what I've read for that month and my to be read for the, you know, for July, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna get through as many of these as I can, for the rest of this month and for all of next month. So we'll see. And like I said, I will post reviews after I finish each one of those. I will post a review for it. Um, Again, Thirst books, they're going to be the full bind up is my review. I'm not going to review each book separately. Um, it'll just be the full bind up, the full volume. Um, so I'll post reviews of those when I finish them. I'll post reviews of the zombie books when I finish them. When I get my 50 Shades of Grey book back from my family member, I will post a review of that one as well. Um, and Divergent and stuff, if I can get a chance to get through it sometime by the end of this month or next month, if I can get through it and read it and whatever, I'll post a review of it as well. I'm gonna review these books before I give them back, so we will see how that goes. But that's it for now. This one I think is my shortest video, but this is it for now. So I will talk to you guys some other time. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be reviewing or recording will be. Um, I also uh, for the anime fans, I did purchase another anime as well because, like I said, all of my stuff is in Virginia. I had nothing to watch. I don't even have internet or anything, so I can't even use my Netflix. I mean, it's horrible. But I did buy another anime, but I only bought one, which is why I didn't show it. Um, so I mean, I'll make sure that I put somewhere what it is. It's Tokyo Majin is what it is. It's the complete series save edition of Tokyo Majin. Um, so I mean, I didn't feel like that was worth a video, because there's only one, and I didn't buy anything else, anime or manga related. So um, apologize for that, you guys too. But once I finish that series, which I'm almost done with, the Tokyo Majin, I'll make an anime review of that too. So at least you guys will get that. Because I told you guys forever ago I was gonna make anime reviews, and then I didn't do it, and didn't do it, and didn't do it, and didn't do it, and then I got really busy, and then really sick and busy at the same time, and yeah, I'll do it as soon as I can. I promise you guys, I didn't forget about the anime promises. I didn't forget, I swear. I will get those up as soon as I can. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.